So Zeraora was the last legendary latted to latted. What is Zeraora? The Thunderclap. Okay, I like that. So Zeraora is the Thunderclap Pokemon and was the last mythical added to Ultra Sun and Moon. And you can get it in Sword and Shield from Pokemon Home, but you could only get it in Sun and Moon from an event. And it pretty much came around to Japan twice, but it went to everywhere else once. I actually missed the event. Oh, I know why. I didn't play Ultra Sun and Moon. I was like, I don't know why I missed it, but that's why I missed it. But pretty much, he's electric. He's pure electric, which is a really good typing. Most electric types have terrible coverage. Zeraora is an exception, but most pure electrics just have electric and like bug, and that's it. But electric has one weakness in ground, but it's one weakness in ground. It's resistant to flying, steel, and electric, and it's damaged neutrally by everything else. Zeraora has Volt Absorb, so it's immune to electric, but it doesn't really matter unless you're gonna switch it in or it's something that's banded or whatever. But it has 88 attack, 88 health, 75 defense, and 80 special defense, so it can survive a neutral hit that's not super powerful like a Choice Band or a Gorilla Tactics or Manitan. Survive a hit, something like that. 112 attack, decent attack, but when you have 143 speed, it doesn't matter as much because Zeraora's a really good like cleanup. Like you bring him in at the end of the battle and he outspeeds and takes out everything because everything's already damaged for the most part. And if it's not, he can hit it with a super hard move, whatever. 102 special attack it's okay. It's okay. It gets really worse when it comes to Zeraora's moveset has Volt Absorb, but when it comes to his moveset, it makes the 102 special attack mean nothing because he has pretty much this is it. This is all the special moves he learns. This is it. He learns Aura Sphere, he learns Fighting, Grass, Electric, Normal, and Dark. But Dark is Snarl. None of the normal moves have over 60 base power. Highest Dark one is 55 and it's Snarl. And so it's like, wow, he has 3 moves that actually do damage, that are special, that are decent. Go to worse for an accident. So it's like, you have to run these 3 pretty much. And then status, I say taunt. Taunt you can literally run on any moveset because he's so fast. If you know they're gonna set up, you can just taunt and shut him down. But Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere, Grass Knot if they're heavy, but like that's it. You can't do much as a special attack or Life Orb. He just doesn't have moves. He doesn't have special moves to do anything. And Dynamax would be a waste because you would get Thunder, Focus Blast, Grass Knot. I think the moves like Grass Knot have very low power Dynamaxed relative to the other ones, just because they don't have an actual base power. But that's special Zeraora. There's not much you can do with it. There's also Focus Sash Acrobatics Zeraora, which is pretty much you're gonna come in, you're gonna hit them. Either you KO or you don't. It doesn't really matter. But they hit you. You want to switch this one in on their hard hitter, something that's already set up, whatever. That Zeraora still outspeeds. So you bring it in. They have +2 attack. Tyranitar with a weakness policy, something like that. You come in, you hit them. They hit you with their monsters hit, bring you down to 1 health. Focus Sash procs, Acrobatics now has 110 base power, and you're this fast, this much attack, and then you just go with coverage and try to take everything out at that point. But Plasma Fist is his signature move, and it's a must on every moveset because it is, I think, the best electric move. I want to say it's the best electric move. I don't think there's a better one when it comes to the physical side because Wild Charge is 90 and you take recoil. Vault Tackle has recoil, so I think it's pretty much the best. After that, you can run what you want. I think Plasma Fist and Acrobatics is a must for this one. But other than that, you can play what you want. You can run Throat Chop. There, you can run Throat Chop. You can also run Close Combat. They actually give the best coverage is Plasma Fist, Acrobatics, and then Throat Chop and Close Combat give the best coverage. They give the most super effectives. You won't see Dedede or Tapu Koko, at least till the DLC, because I'm pretty sure the Tapus are in the DLC. So you won't see them for now, and you hit a lot super effective. So I think it's worth. I think that's the best. It's just what you want. Like Blaze Kick for Ferrothorn, like things that you think will just give you a problem. You just run what you want. But you could also run this. This is a Dynamax one. Just again, Plasma Fist is a must. Close combat's really good for the coverage and the +1 to attack. We have to be careful with close combat because it is less damage Dynamaxed, because fighting moves get nerfed. Every fighting move that is over 90 power gets nerfed when you Dynamax, because the max fighting can do is 90. Outrage, just damage, honestly. You can replace Outrage for the most part. Iron Tail, just coverage, just good steal. But you can run pretty much what you want. Plasma Fist, I would say Plasma Fist, close combat, and then what you want. If you want to run, there's no point in running Superpower, because close combat's just better if you undynamax. Play Rough's good. Blaze Kick if you want the fire. You can run Bounce. The thing is, Zeraora is one of the few that, like, you don't really need the speed. You're so fast. You could run Adamant Bounce if you want to. Just Adamant Bounce to finish someone off. Then you get the +1 plus your Adamant. Throat Chop's good. I wouldn't go much lower than that, but like it's just what you want at that point. You could also endure Lychee Berry, which is the plan is pretty much you come in on a really strong hit. Or it doesn't even have to be really strong, because Lychee Berry is what, 1/4? You just need to take a strong hit. It doesn't have to leave you with 1 health. Whatever you endure, you take the hit. Whether it brings you, if you know the damage calculations good enough, you don't have to endure, and you can just drop down to 1/4. Whatever. What you could do too with this one is you could attack the first turn. Like if you know they can't one-shot you, you can attack the first turn. They hit you, then you endure, go down to 1 health, get the Lychee, and then Acrobatics is 110. Reversal has 250. Acrobatics is 110 base power. Reversal has 250 base power plus Plasma Fist for the stabbing coverage. You're gonna hit really hard as long as you don't run against like a Ghost Electric. I'm pretty sure there's a Ghost. As long as you don't run against like Ghost Electric, that's what I'm thinking off the top of my head. You should be fine, but like you'll do a ton of damage. It's really good, yeah, if you can switch in on something that can hit you but won't one-shot you. Something that can hit you, won't one-shot you, and then you can hit them and then endure to get the Lychee. These are some other things you can run. Choice Band. I don't like the choice items for the most part, unless you're doing Guerrilla Tactics or it's a Scarf into just at the end of the battle. I don't like using them because you get locked into moves. Like you can get locked into Electric and they switch to Ground or whatever. Fake Out's also an option every time if you just want to have the Fake Out chance. It's good. Knockoff is also really good. Knockoff does more damage than Throat Chop the first time, but Throat Chop actually takes away they can't use sound moves, so it's just what you want. If you're just trying to do damage Knockoff, your Dynamaxing Throat Chop's better. Bulk Up, his setup moves like Bulk Up. Agility's pretty much useless because he's so fast. Bulk Up, Calm Mind, Holding Claws. You can do it, but it's a high risk that you'll do it. It's just a risk. If you want to do them, you can. You just risk getting one shot, or risk getting a really low health and they switch in Sucker Punch. Same thing with like a Focus Sash. You can run it though if you want. But that's pretty much it, because he doesn't learn. I mean, Low Kick is an option, but close combat's way more reliable. Would not recommend Power Up Punch. Power you can. Taunt, because he's so fast. You could also do Substitution if you know they're going to set up, or if you know they're going to try to burn you or something. You could substitute, ignore that, and then you'll have a free turn where they have to hit you and break it. Toxic, I wouldn't really. Thunder Wave maybe. Toxic, I wouldn't really recommend, because it's like you're not going to get the full tick of Toxic, because you're not going to be on the field that long, and there are better Toxic users. If you just want Dragon coverage without being locked into Outrage, Dual Chop's a good move. I like Dual Chop just for the fact of Sashes, to break Sashes. That's the only reason why I like Dual Chop. I like moves that hit twice like that, like Dual Chop, Dragon Darts. But that's pretty much it. He doesn't learn. I just wish he learned more special moves, and I think it'd be pretty good. Well, not like he would be more diversity, because you know when you see him, it's gonna be physical. But that's Zeraora.